But again, like you said to me, like, well, like, how am I going to get that?
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't let me answer it.
I'm telling you how
you didn't let me answer it. You're telling me.
I'm telling you how you're going to get that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just asking you, I'm telling you. Nutnice, TG Manic.
Yo, people, this is just a little, it's not an interview, it's a little chit chat in my bedroom.
As a person, even me, I've got things that I'm working on, trying to grow on, but I'm saying, but you as a person, what are you growing on? What are you trying to work on? What are you perfecting for the end of the year? What are you aiming for?
I say 2026, I see myself being well known to the public. I see do you know what? I see like, always had the vision of everyone dancing to my music, vibing to my music, so.
Is it only going to be music, or is he going to do more than music? He can do something different. Clothing lines, like nothing.
Yeah,
like
I got some merch in the pipeline. But I haven't really thought about the actual design and what I'm going to do yet, because obviously I've got so much going on. But at the moment, for the end of for the next year and that, like, I just want to be known. I want my music to be out there. People vibing to my music. My music's in the DJs are playing it on the radios.
How do you plan to get your music on these platforms, or plan to get your music out there? Like, what do you feel like?
You know, that's one thing that I'm actually struggling with at the moment, is getting my music out there. Marketing for me is one of the hardest things at the moment. So
I feel like a lot of people need to input, regardless, even if they're not promoters or not. That's the way music will grow. If a lot of people believe in anything, it grows, innit? So like, if you got a lot of people that believe in your thing, subscribing to your thing, then your shit will grow by the end of the year. Do you know what I mean? But you got to believe in it as well as the others.
But again, like you said to me, like, well, like, how am I going to get that?
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't let me answer it.
I'm telling you.
You didn't let me answer it. You're telling me.
I'm telling you how you're going to get that. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm not just asking you. I'm telling you how you're going to get it, because even when I asked you, you didn't give me a straight answer. That's why I'm telling you. That's the way you're going to achieve something. A lot of people believe in anything, you'll get it. I feel like this year you got to believe in yourself more than you ever have.
No, I mean, like, consistency is always.
As a friend, as an artist that works beside you, I feel like
consistency is always key.
You've been pushed to levels just before this year.
I feel like, you know, as well, like, it's like life. You got to organize your life, bro. Like, everything's about
balance,
organization, bro. So like, obviously, when man's outside, but like, when man's outside doing so much things, yes,
a balance. That's what.
Balance. Last year, like, I have to be honest, like, last year I fucked up, man. Didn't really put no music out.
So what are you working on this year? Albums, EPs?
No, there's no point in me doing albums or EPs.
No?
Because there's no point. To be honest, I'm just focusing on singles.
So you're focusing on singles? You're focusing on singles, and where are you putting them singles?
I'm putting them on my own channel, to be honest with you. Do you know, I was thinking about putting them on platforms, but I feel like I believe in myself, and I feel like, you know what, my sound would just divert everyone to my page anyway. And obviously a little bit of ads might go a long way for me.
So what kind of things do we expect? Like, what kind of genre of music?
My usual. If you know me, you know me. I'm an artist and I do everything, so it's not just like, it's not one way.
What if somebody throws something like drum and bass at you or something? Are you open to that or no?
Do you know what? I've done something like that in the past, and it just didn't resonate with me. Like, it was creative, because obviously I saw like where I could take this, and I thought, I listened back to it, and I was like, it sounds good, but I wasn't comfortable with it.
I get that. I mean, so where did you start music from? What age did you start?
Bro, you know what? Like, man was doing grime clashes, like, different ends. You get me? Like, that's where I started grime days. Young bucks.
The same shit as me as
well.
well.
One of them days, man was just out there doing
the same.
Doing
clashes, clashing crews. I was clashing.
And then, do you know what? That built my confidence, because obviously I was always mic shy. So that was the way to build my confidence. And then I had my people in behind me, taking me on, like, go on. So I was like, yeah. But then what happened was, for me, I left music alone, because it was just like a youth. It was like a youth club thing for us. Like it wasn't. We did hate. You know what I'm saying? Just go there, have fun, and just kill time.
So what youth club did you go to?
I grew up in Wales in the state.
So that was at Chelsea.
Chelsea sides, yeah. So when I was around there, they had like a little youth club in Wales and a little studio in the back. Couple men used to come through. Couple gangs would come through in the back room. You'll get heated in the back room. You get me, and then place to get shut down. Police would come. Like it was
Did you go to any radio shows, anything like that?
No, I never really done radios. No, that wasn't really my thing. Radios weren't my thing, man.
What about now? Like, would you go to a radio show and try and do something if people invited you over?
100%. Like, that's obviously the best way to get out there, innit? Live. They want to hear you live.
They want to hear you
live.
It's
not just like
direct.
Live and direct, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like get some live. I want to start doing some shows, like like them open mics. Do a lot more open mics this year. Get my shit out there.
Let's say you had a CD out, even though you said you ain't gonna bring one out or whatever. Let's say you had a CD out. How would you sell it to someone? Like as a person, like would you go to them? Would you try and offer them the CD for money? Would you give it out for free? What would you do as an artist to get yourself out there, innit? Like how hungry are you as an artist? Right?
I believe that you can't even start charging like when you're coming up. It's not even a charging thing. It's just about investing in yourself and just giving it out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just getting your name out there. So like for instance, like when you get bigger and your name gets more more recognition, I feel that this is when you can start like charging for who you are, and because you've built something for yourself. On the up and coming thing, you just gotta kind of just give it up and just like everyone just like just hear that, listen to that, and every car I'm jumping in, I'll just plug in my tune. You get me? Just let them hear it and hopefully just catch on to the wave and follow my Spotify or something like that. But
would you prefer not to get lost in the sound? Would you prefer to get known for whatever you do now? Like, so what kind of genre are you aiming for? Are you aiming for girldom? Are you aiming for drill? That's what I'm saying to you. Like, I'm open for everything. You're open for everything.
I'm open for everything because even on the drill beat, I'll make that my sound.
So if someone hits you up with a Smokers tune, what you're someone hits you up with a girldom tune.
Anything, I'm done.
What about somebody hit you up with a tune about food? Caribbean, Thai food, breakfast English. What if what about your producing skills? You got any producing skills behind you? Anything
the basics, like obviously record on Logic, and I had to obviously like put a little bit of auto tune on, play with the EQ a little bit here and there.
I love it, saying that's to play vocals, all of that. What about
that's obviously I got a home studio in my yard. So obviously when I'm doing most of my songs that I put out, they're made from my crib.
So you're more of a vocal engineer?
Yeah, I'm a vocal engineer rather than I don't really make beats.
Have you ever tried to make a beat?
Yeah, I have.
How many years ago was this?
In lockdown, I was in my yard and I was just like, well, let me kill some time. I was just some stuff together.
What kind of programs was you using?
I was using Logic.
You was using Logic?
Logic Pro, yeah, Logic Pro.
Anything else to make a beat?
What's that thing? Cubase?
I love Cubase.
Cubase, but I've done that years ago when I was young.
Funny enough, I'll tell you something. I was using Cubase in Brixton. I can't remember when I was there, what year it was, but I was there for like a year and 7 months or something. And they had a studio there. And I ended up being like an assistant for the studio. So I ended up making beats for them and stuff like that, and helping people make advert beats. So like stuff like a car advert or Coca-Cola advert or like Sprite advert. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, this guy's sick, I haven't made some bad beats.
I'm trying. Life is life.
Because on this, what's it? Logic.
Logic. I use Fruity Loops. I use Cubase, GarageBand. Listen, just try everything until you realise what is what for you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what is what until you try. But that's why I function with him, because where do we meet? We meet in a park, no? Like, I was sitting there eating sandwich or something.
I was bopping to this guy on the park bench.
Was I eating or something? I don't know what. I think I was smoking something, man.
And then, I was like, I can't remember, he was playing some music.
He just walked straight over to me in heart of a lion. Just walked over to me, don't care who I am, don't care where I'm from. Yo, bro, what kind of music you listen to? And next thing you know, 2 and 2 made 4. we kind of connected, and yeah, he told me he's got a home studio. We've made a few tunes, and I feel like from the first project to the last,
you're gonna hear some of them this year as well.
From the first to the last project, I feel like the last project is the hardest thing we've made. So, you know, like the music can only get better, chemistry gets better through time. And I feel like chemistry is built off two people. Chemistry ain't built off just one. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to kind of connect with the sounds that are coming out of the speakers and be like, that does, that don't, that does, that don't. But if something works and it's easy in your ears, don't fight it, man. Just leave it as it is and let it work and let it do its thing. The universe is the universe, you know what I'm saying, bro? And it's the truth, man. But yeah, so let's learn a bit more about you anyway. So are you from a big family? You know what I mean? You got brothers, sisters?
You know, my grandma, she's got 91 grandchildren.
Jesus Lord, bro. That's a lot of grandchildren, bro.
91 grandchildren. I swear, like I got I think my dad's got like about 15 or 16 brothers and sisters.
He's from a big family.
You get me? So they're all around. This is all mad. One time I spoke to one girl and she was all part of my family. One time I didn't even lucky that we started to dig deep.
The world is the world. Yeah.
Ask questions and
it's small but it's big.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah, it's small but it's big.
But yeah, man, I got a big family still.
So did you live in that house just on your own? Was you a single child? Was you
me and my mum, my brother, my dad, and then obviously mum and dad split up. So it was me, my brother, and my mum, my yard.
Sound like me, bro.
Sound like me. Yeah, but we grew up in Chelsea, bro. It was in Wales End. That's where I used to hang out. And yeah, fam, I was just a single parent.
So would you say like half of the friends you hanged with in Wales End like got you to where you are today? Is it a good place where you are today, or?
It taught me a lot. Being around there taught me a lot about myself. It taught me who I was. I mean, I was too kind them times there. I felt like them times there, I was too nice to people.
Did you feel like the niceness just got people twisted with who?
It got them confused. It got people confused. But
who you are?
I would never naturally change from being a nice person. I'm always a nice person.
Are you happy that you learnt lessons 100%. That way rather than a 100%. Different way?
I realised he was who. And he was real and he was fake. He wanted my best interests. He wanted, you know,
the genuine ones.
When you look, you see the genuine ones. When you look around now, there's no one really around from them days there. So it showed me from whatever I thought of them, man, or whatever I thought it was real. It was whatever I thought was real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So from like let's say 2020 to like 2025, do you feel like your music's gone uphill, downhill kind of thing? Do you know what I mean? Like that's some kind of.
I feel like my music's been getting better. Like
better.
Way better. I've got a whole different sound now. I feel confident behind the microphone. I know what I am, like what I'm doing. I know what I've learned about more flows, and yeah, I feel more skillful behind the microphone now. Growth, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And what helps you write, or what's your inspiration from music? How do you?
Oh, do you know what? Sometimes I get bare writer's block. But do you know what?
Do you write, or do you just? Like,
no, I write. Do you know what? I write and I don't write. Like, a lot of my stuff comes from like within. Like, I close my eyes. I'll just I'll hear the beat and I'll mold with the beat. I gotta make my voice sound like an instrument. I don't want to be all over the beat and just like I'm all over it. Like just I don't want to be all over it. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to fit into the beat like an instrument. Like, so I'm trying to find melodies and that. So yeah, I take time. I do write. But I say I start off without writing. I start off the tune without writing, and then once I'm going, then I'll start filling in. So
then, name 3 artists from America that you would say right now you're listening to and you feel like they're doing things. And then after the 3 of America, name 3 UK artists that you see as
obviously fucking it's crazy cause like
inspiration.
Most of them, because crazy cause like, when I think about the UK artists, most of like Tory Lanez, I like Tory, he's got that sound I like. Lil Durk, like that sound, you get me? Both of them are in jail right now. Fucking, and then I got like Future, I like Future, I like listening to Future.
Free US, and then who would you say in the UK right now you kind of dig? You kind of like, if they just came at you or hit you on the DM or somehow you release a tune and they hear it and they slap you with a little message. Who are you happy hearing it from right now? Like who? Do you know who I'd name? I'd name for you like someone like J Hus.
Yeah? Does it mean J Hus will go well, yeah?
J Hus, you and J Hus, yeah.
No, you know what,
I feel like someone like...
I wasn't even thinking J Hus when you said that. Wait, now you said it, I can hear
can
that.
understand
I
it.
can understand why you said that still.
I'd say someone like Giggs. Giggs and you would get on well with like the chemistry of how you rap, how he raps. You're very versatile with slow, fast, but he's the same. I mean, he's got a few fast tunes, he's got a few slow tunes. I'm saying like, who would you say? It's not what I say.
Oh. I look at what's popping at the moment, yeah. I say, okay, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? I look and see everyone loving this person. It's like, okay, cool, they're liking that sound. Like, I said, cool. In my head, I could do all them sounds there. So, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them the same. I remix it all up with my touch on the end of it. So it's gonna sound. You might think, oh, that sounds, but it's got my twist to it. Oh, that sounds a bit, but it's got my twist to it. So I could do all flows. I covered it. So like, now I just feel
what
like.
What about if someone old school hit you? Yeah, let's go with some old school faces. So you know, like people that's not really, I'm not in a rude way, but not really relevant today. Say someone like Tiny Temper hit you and said, "Oh, I'm trying to come back in the scene." Like you just popping at the time. Would you take a feature with someone like that? Or
remember, I'm climbing the ladder right now, bro.
Was it a money thing or is it more?
It's just trying to get yourself out there. It's a marketing thing.
Love it.
So I'll definitely do it for marketing reasons because like. Man, need to get myself out there.
What if somebody like out of the box, like Temper T, just come like, yo, I want to chew with you. What are you gonna do? Or Jammer?
Bro, if these men are willing to do a tune, man, I'm not refusing it because at the end of the day, these men are known. They got something that I ain't got right now.
The reason I'm throwing different artist genre is because it's easy to get caught up in the world, but. Three big top clothing brands that you sit there right now and you look at and you be like, those are my clothing brands. What three clothing brands do you look at and you see it as that's me. Every time you see a piece from them that's half decent. What clothing brand bang right now?
For me, I don't want to say Louis, but I like Louis. But it's just like
they're wearing a Mary. What about Mary?
I know I like a Mary, but you know I only like certain pieces of a Mary.
Okay.
So what? Do you know what I do like? One sec. Give me a chance to let it out, wait.
No, I was gonna say to you, tracksuits or just like casual wear.
Fucking.
Like
no. I could do a tracksuit, but I'm more like casual wear, more going out. Remember, I'm grown, so I like jeans. I know you know.
So what's the three? What's the three we're talking here? Throw three out for me quickly.
So trying to think now.
So Louis one.
Let's put Louis there. I say Casablanca. I like Casablanca. I like their shirts.
There's two.
It's different. Let's just say some Tom Ford. I like the Tom Ford shirts. What would you prefer if you was going into a collaboration with someone? Yeah.
See.
And you, like you said, oh, like I don't want them to body me, whatever. Would you want them to go first or you to go first? Because remember, you had the beat.
I'd rather them go first, innit?
But then, if you think that verse bodied your verse, what you're not gonna lay your verse after that you laid that you wrote.
I'm gonna lay my verse. I'm confident as a rapper. You know me. I'm very confident.
But if you thought that verse bodied your verse, would you still lay your verse?
I still lay the verse. Do you know what?
With confidence, knowing that bodied your verse.
Because it doesn't matter what I think. It's what they think.
Yeah, no, cool. But if you know that it bodied your verse,
but
then you know that they're gonna know it bodied your verse.
But I always have something in the store to.
No, but would you?
No, but I know that what I've written in life. I'm saying as a rock artist, I've always got something to top a man's thing. Until I ain't, and when I ain't got it, I shake his hand because you know what? That's when I lose. But I'm saying I'll keep. I'll tell you something about the world.
I want you to feel nervous of me, bro.
The Almighty loves a trial, yeah?
And
like I say to you, you gave me the opportunity to go to a rap battle. Man had COVID at the time. I'm saying, my bro, I wouldn't enter you and things like that because of when you look at me. That's what I'm saying. Because you don't battle, you don't rap to battle.
I heard you. You're good. That's your thing.
That's where I came from. I was from a foundation of. You know when you build a foundation on a building, it comes from a strong foundation. It's like, that's where I was built. I was built on cussing, man, and they cussing you back. You hear that? Reach out. Any producers that want to
hit
do
me up,
something
man.
with mine, man, reach out.
But at the moment, I'm just going on YouTube, bro. Just going on YouTube, scouting around, having a look around, and I'm just buying leases of people. Like, so,
Okay, alright, cool.
That's
So
what I'm
any
doing at the
producers that got anything, what kind of BPMs we looking for here, bruh?
bro, it could be any 90, could be 120.
We're looking for some angry beats, we're looking for some emotional.
Could be 60, could be fucking, I don't give a fuck, bro. Give it
Emotional, angry, what?
Yeah, emotional. Give me some emotionals. Give me some
I love it. Yeah, he
some
wants
strings. I want some strings. Give me some strings, man. I want some violins, yeah, man.
What about saxophones?
Well, some saxophones.
Okay.
I like them beats there, like, but emotional. I'm a paint. I got a lot of pain to get. I got a lot of pain, so.
He's trying to paint you a picture with words.
Yeah, I'm painting a picture, man. Like my music, I don't want it to be just like buddha bath. Like it's just not understandable.
So then, what do you have to promote your music right now? How do they find you?
So again?
How do they find you? How do they find where your shit's at? Like, excuse me. How do they find where Nutnice music is at?
Go to nutnicemusic.com. My stuff's on there. You can download me.
You have an Instagram?
You can become a subscriber on my page. I've got an Instagram as well. Nutnice music _ I've got TikTok as well. Nutnice _ So that's where you can find me. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on all platforms. Spotify, Nutnice. Just type in my name and you'll see me there. And yeah, man, I'm everywhere at the moment. But I'm trying to get my followers up. And like this year, I'm focusing on marketing, getting music out there. Because I feel like once people hear me, like I feel like they'll resonate with me and they'll just like, you know, they'll feel my sound. Especially what's going on now, what's current at the moment. I'm giving them that current sound. Like I said, with my twist to it. So
what's the current sound? I'm gonna ask you right now. What kind of
like I said at the moment, there's a lot of Nave Smalls going around, like M Huncho going around. You know, there's a lot of, you know, pot of paper. So I'm trying to give there's a lot of Central C going around at the moment. So I'm trying to give them a bit of everything, but with my little twist to it.
If Central C just came out the blue, like, yo, I'm feeling you, what are you saying? That feature?
Obviously, like, it's gonna get to a point where I want him knocking on my door anyway, you get me? Cause right now, in UK, he's probably like,
that face, right?
Up, you get me? So,
I think like, he's that face for the UK right now.
He's the face right now. So right now, I want him knocking on my door. I want him to realise, well, who's that? Who's that? So what and I'm from West as well, you get me? So
what are you gonna do this year to make people realise who you are?
I was gonna keep coming with some fire. Like I said, I'm gonna keep painting. I'm gonna keep delivering. Like I said, it's not gonna be all the same, so you don't get thrown off. Like one song might be totally different to the one that I've released the one before. But I'll come back to that sound because I'm just painting. I'm just doing everything. So
okay, so when it comes to this year, I mean, what kind of things do we expect?
This year, I'm doing more wave. There's a lot more wave this year. There's a lot more wave. It's like, how can I put it? Like a lot of people saying it's like a future sound, like a UK future thing going on, Nave smooth sound, but it's got my little thing to it. But I'm giving them that style this year. A couple freestyles in between. If all ends well by the end of the year, and I built up my following, then yeah, if you're looking forward for an EP the following year and an album the following year. But at the moment, I'm just going to be slapping singles up.
Got any big songs coming out with anyone lately, or you got any singles coming out?
I've got a new song coming out at the moment.
Where can we see this?
It's coming out on all platforms on the 3rd of February.
Nice.
So yeah, man, it's going to be out on all platforms. It's a drill tune. So where I say I was doing wave, this is going to be the first year I'm kicking off with a drill. Because I just feel like it's bouncy.
Drill's relevant.
Yeah, drill's relevant, it's bouncy, it's exciting. And yeah, with the way I'm delivering it, it will catch them. And then once I catch them, I'm going to give them some different style and they're going to realise who I am. And then yeah, hopefully the year just unravels nicely for me, man. And everything just works out nice. Got my website coming as well, so hopefully everyone goes there.
Any Twitter? You got Twitter?
No Twitter. I don't really do Twitter. I never really done Twitter.
No banter, none of that.
I never done. I just done like just Insta, TikTok, and I done Snapchat, but that got blocked. Cause I was obviously just being a bit silly on there. Yeah, so that got blocked. Yeah, man. Other than that, yeah, just Insta, TikTok is my main platforms I use, and obviously for streaming, I'm on all platforms. Yeah, I mean Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I'm on all them platforms there, man. So Yeah, man, run it up.
Good stuff, man.
But listen, yeah, man.
That's it.
Little something for you lot for today.
But yeah, I'll keep you up posted, updated on what going on and what's coming. You get me? Because I got a lot more stuff coming. So you lot got a journey this year, man, with me, man. Hopefully you enjoy it. And
Nutnice.com.
and it ain't finished yet, me. There'll be more updates of what's going on and backstage footage. Peace. Get this profit. Never got fame, body gon' face. She wanna stop it. Good man,